Hey everybody, Shay here, I'm back. This one was a fun one to rewatch because it talks about a couple things that I either carried over into other channels over the last 4 years, or I still hold true to today. It's the idea of symbology being very important to me. It's always been very important to me. This series was done after I had finally finished writing Raven Nevermore. This series, it might not seem like it in the first book specifically, that it's filled with symbology, but it is. It was a huge, it makes up a huge, what I call the subtextual story of Raven Nevermore. It's not necessary to understand the subtextual symbology layer of the story because there's a surface narrative going on. That was very vital that I had sort of two layers in here because it's sort of important to the fuller experience of what the series meant to me, but also what it means to sort of, well, you'll see. I don't want to spoil anything about how the series goes. It's a 9-part series, by the way, if you want to check it out. There's videos on this channel where you can find out more about the series. Back to this video, and I go into a little bit about Leonardo da Vinci, which of course now just came up in Assassin's Creed. I thought that was kind of intriguing because the idea behind Assassin's Creed is, of course, look for the truth, seek the truth, right? And the idea of Leonardo da Vinci with his quote, I'm not going to go into it, it's in the video. It seems significantly relevant to Assassin's Creed is what I'm saying. So I absorbed that information, which was kind of cool. And the third thing that came up in this video, which I thought was amusing, I mentioned the travel vlog. The very origin of me coming back to YouTube, it was actually a travel vlog mixed with an art vlog. And I didn't forget that, but at the same time I'm like, ooh, I remember that was a lot of fun, man. And I had gone on this crazy road trip. It was like a 19 or 20 day road trip out west to the mountains and back, and then my radio broke down. I just did it in silence. It was an awesome experience, and I would do it again. But then my dog got diabetes, went blind, went deaf, and then I've been landlocked, and I missed that is sort of the point. So without further ado, enjoy the video. Heyo everybody, XEI here for the third episode of Once Upon a Timelapse, where I take a blank piece of paper and basically turn it from nothing into something without having any initial plan of what it is I'm about to do. In this case, I started with two circles at the center of the page. They quickly became eyes, and the eyes started turning into a reptilian head, and that led to a dragon. I love symbology. It's something that moves me on a subconscious level. Like when I create things, whether it's writing or art, there's always, or I feel like there is, a symbolic reason why I choose the things I choose. This comes from decades at this point of research. The stuff fascinates me. The idea of why cultures use certain symbols to help with the oral tradition of storytelling, stuff like that. So in this case with the dragon, I mean, I played a lot of Dungeons and Dragons in my past too, right? So it's very easy for me to choose the dragon as a symbol, but I'm also aware of the dragon as being a very strong symbol of duality. In the East, in China, the dragon is a symbol of luck, prosperity, and protection, whereas in the West it's a symbol of greed, immorality, and chaos. In the book Dictionary of Alchemy by Mark Hafner, it stated that the central symbol of alchemy is the Ouroboros, the dragon, or the cosmic serpent, which is said to be the symbol of unity of all things, and is equated with Mercury as cosmic emblem of the tradition. Curial serpent represents a whole series of opposites. Yeah, I'm a strong believer of the collective unconscious, a term coined by Carl Jung. The idea there is that the unconscious mind shares instincts and universal symbols that are baked into the collective unconscious mind of the same species. And why is this all relevant? Well, the next things I start to draw are these symbols. The idea of a dragon and alchemy together led me to Leonardo da Vinci. Maybe it was the medieval feel of it all, the alchemy, don't know. They called him a Renaissance man for thinking ahead of his time, and so the quote that came to mind had to do with the study of art and science. So the quote that you're reading here is just the last half of that full quote. So the full quote goes: to develop a complete mind, study the art of science, study the science of art, learn how to see, realize that everything connects to everything else. In the 1400s, he was able to understand that there was value in the study of opposites. So essentially the essence of each opposite was defined by its opposite. And by studying both, you could get at truth. Which brings us to the second part of the quote, which is learn how to see everything is connected. And if you want to get super crazy, I mean, something that would have been impossible for Leonardo da Vinci in the 1400s to understand is the subatomic particle, a unit of matter energy, the fundamental makeup of matter, the fact that my toenail could have been part of a volcano at some point. Amazing. And with that, I'll wrap this up. If you enjoyed this, give it a likey down below and comment. I'd love to engage with some people as a starting channel, so I know it's going to be slow at the start, but I'm really looking forward to interacting with folks and having those interactions add value to this channel. So yeah, don't forget to subscribe. I'll be creating more of these kinds of videos as well as my travel vlog. I'll see you guys around. Don't forget to explore, engage, and inspire.